Hi guys! Okay, I'm excited because it is officially the springtime. Actually, spring started like a week ago, I guess, so I'm sort of late, but oh well. Basically, this video is my spring look that I'm gonna show you guys. It's a whole makeup look, so it's gonna be face, eye makeup, lips, and everything. And I'm gonna apologize now because I did all the makeup in a different room and the lighting wasn't as like, you'll see. But it's not as good as it is here, and I didn't really realize that while I was doing it, so, oh well, I think you'll get the point. But anyway, like I said, it's spring, and that excites me because I love the spring, and I love the differences in the makeup and clothing and everything. I really like spring and fall because it's kind of like, you know, like the little middle seasons that are not that hot, not that cold, so it's kind of fun to just like, you know, be able to dress different ways and everything. And finally, we're getting out of the winter, and so that means no more nudes and everything, which I'm kind of getting over. I was in a while there where I just had nude lipstick, nudes like eyeshadows, just very neutrals, and I still like it, of course, but I'm kind of looking more towards some color now, more like, you know, pastels and everything that you think of when you think of spring. And I've been going shopping and everything, and I just, you know, I love everything about the new season. So anyway, I'm sorry we haven't been posting as many videos as we usually do. Me and Chelsea have been kind of busy right now, but hopefully we're getting back into it and we get all the spring videos up. So anyway, watch the video. I hope you like it and hope it inspires you to get in the spring mood and have more, you know, colorful and bright makeup. So anyway, so for our spring face look, we want to look very natural and very subtle, almost as if you're not wearing makeup at all. So what I have on right now already actually is some Sephora tinted moisturizer, which I suggest instead of foundation because it's very light. And you also, what I would suggest is to also use concealer because we want to look very awake, and sometimes when you have like dark circles under your eyes, it can make you look a little sleepy and tired. So what I'm using is Cover FX concealer. It looks like this. It's my favorite. It's actually foundation, but I like to use it as concealer because it's kind of heavy. Anyway, so I'm going to have a little concealer brush here, and I'm going to put it on my under eye area. Just going to get it in like that and blend it. See that. I'm gonna get the other side. And what I like to do is actually something I learned from Candy Johnson, who is another makeup guru on YouTube who is very good. And I think I've probably mentioned this before. But what I like to do is make a little kind of triangle of concealer right under your eye where it goes down and straight up. This is going to make you look very awake. Let me get that on the other side. So that is our concealer. I'm going to want to set it with some translucent powder. This is Makeup Forever HD powder. And you really want to set makeup under your eyes because it can crease up and like glob up and look kind of scary. So anyway, I'm going to pat some powder down under my eyes. And that is our concealer. Okay, next I'm going to put on some blush, which is what I really like for this season because it's spring and we're kind of coming back from winter where we got kind of pale. So I want to add a little color to my face, and what I'm using is this MAC one. It's called Well Dressed, and it's basically just a cute like bubblegum pink, and I really like it. It's not completely matte, it has a little shimmer in there, but it is spring, so we're getting back into the shimmery colors, which is kind of nice. I'm using this crown brush. It's a little angled brush. And instead of putting this on the apples of my cheeks, I'm actually going to put it down right under my cheekbone right there. And I'm going to blend it back into my hairline. And I'm doing this kind of the way I do my bronzer. And it's just another way that you can do your blush if you like it that way. Anyway, I'm going to put it on the other side. Anyway, I really like this blush. I really suggest it, especially for the spring season because it's really pretty. Okay, so I'm going to start out by putting on some eye primer. I'm using Urban Decay. I'm going to get that on there and blend it with my finger. Blend it all the way to the brow. I'm going to start out with a color from this Too Faced Natural Eye Palette that I use all the time. It's this color, it's called Heaven. I'm going to be using this fluffy little crown brush here. Anyway, so I'm going to get that in there. I'm going to start patting that down all over my eyelid. And bring it all the way up to my eyebrow. Probably can't see this color very well since it's so neutral, but it's just kind of like a creamy white color. And it's just gonna kind of matte out my eyelid and make a nice base to start with. Okay, so I have that color down, and next I'm gonna do the color that I'm going to put under my eye first. So I'm going to get rid of that Too Faced palette and have my Urban Decay palette, which has all these colors in it. And I'm using this little angled brush from Crown Brush, and it's kind of like an eyeliner brush, but it's kind of thicker. Anyway, so I'm going to use this color, this blue color here called Shattered, and it's basically just like a really pretty shimmery kind of turquoisey blue. So I'm going to get that on the brush there. I'm going to start patting it down right under my eyelid, and I'm only going to put it at the outer corner of my, not eyelid, but you know, my under eye area. Put that down right under my lash line. I'm gonna blend it this way. I'm gonna stop putting it on basically when my pupil, kind of like in the middle. I'm gonna put like kind of more of this on than usual because it's a very light color and I want this to show up. So there's that color. And next I'm going to be using the same palette, but I'm going to use a color called Grifter, and it's this purple color here. It kind of looks sort of pink, but it's actually like a very light lavender purple, and it's very shimmery. And I'm using another crown brush as always. It's kind of this little oval brush here. I'm going to start patting that down right in my crease. And you kind of need a lot of this color to show up because unfortunately it's not as pigmented as the other ones. Anyways, I'm going to pat that down right in my crease. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to blend it out. Because this color is very shimmery, be sure to get rid of any fallout or any like glitter that kind of falls down onto your cheeks. Okay, my camera stopped for a second because it was full. But anyway, I'm back and I'm gonna start putting in another color here. I'm gonna be using my 120 palette from BH Cosmetics. It's kind of big. I don't know if I can kind of get this up here, but it looks like that. Anyway, I'm going to be using a darker purple, which I'm going to be putting right in my outer V, and I'm going to be using another crown brush, and it's just this little pencil brush here. Anyway, so I'm going to get some of that dark purple and start getting it down right in that outer V area. Blend upwards a little bit, right above our lash line there. Okay. And then I'm going to get my little fluffy blending brush here. This one is just a Sephora one. And I'm gonna start blending that all together. And you can't see the colors very well, which I'm sorry about because this lighting is kind of funky, but it is actually pretty bright, but still pastel and pretty. Anyway, so there is our purple eyeshadow just on the outer corner of my eye, and I have the blue underneath. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a white pencil eyeliner here. I'm going to apply that right in this inner corner of my eye. And what this is going to do is make you look very awake, and it's going to really highlight that intersection. I'm just going to blend it with my pinky there. And I'm also going to put this right under my brow and just blend it in. And that is all of our eyeshadows, and I'll be back. So to finish my eyes here, I'm going to be curling my lashes and applying mascara. So this looks kind of creepy on camera, but I'm just going to curl my eyelashes there. I'm just using the cheap Revlon eyelash curler, which I think you can kind of get away with using cheap brands for eyelash curlers. And I'm going to be using Bad Gal Lash from Benefit. It's a little one here. Get that on my eyelashes, couple coats. Very, very important, especially for a spring look. It's going to open your eyes and make you look very awake and fresh. I'm going to get a couple coats on my lower lashes, which you don't have to do if you don't like the look, because sometimes it can kind of make you look like you have a little shadow there, but if you do it very lightly, then it looks pretty. So I'm going to get some coats on there. And now I'm going to put on my eyeliner, which is also important. I'm using Smolder from MAC, just our basic black. I'm going to get that right in my waterline, which is just the inner rims of your eyes. So I'm going to pull that skin down and start getting that on there. And what you can also do is apply eyeliner to your top little tight line there, which is basically the same as your bottom one, but you know, just on the top. But it can be kind of tricky to get that in there. So what you can do is just kind of close your eyes really hard, and kind of looks weird when I do it, but you know what I mean, just like close them and it'll like kind of like transfer to the top there. What I'm going to do is just open my eyes really big and apply that. And you can always do this too, but it's just a little tricky. Okay, so that would be my eyeliner. The next thing I'm going to show you is I'm actually going to fill in my eyebrows. So I'm going to get my stuff ready and I'll be right back. Okay, I've talked about eyebrows before, and I find it very important to make sure that you either, you know, pluck them nicely, make sure they're really nicely groomed, or just like fill them in, because it's going to really kind of finish off your look and everything. So what I'm going to show you today is how I fill in my eyebrows, and the color I use an eyeshadow, not a brow pencil. But anyway, I use this color here called Sexpresso. That's the color I use for my eyebrows because I have very dark eyebrows, but if you have lighter eyebrows or you have blonde hair or whatever, you can always go for a lighter color, of course. One that I use for lighter colored hair people, that sounded weird, I'm sorry, is this this lighter color here, which works very well. Anyway, so I'm going to use that same brush I was using before when I put the blue under my eye, but I just cleaned off all the blue. So basically just this, you know, little angled brush here. So I'm going to get some of that on the brush, and make sure you use a matte color too. This one I'm using here is matte too, so yeah. Okay, and where I'm going to apply this is right like under the very front portion of your eyebrow. And make sure you do this very lightly because you don't want to overfill these in. And what I like to do is use, where is it? Like a spoolie. I don't really have one with me right now, but it looks kind of like the wand of your mascara. I'll find it and I'll show you. But anyway, what you can do is just kind of blend that in. If I'm in a rush, I'll just blend it with my finger. And then I'm gonna apply some more of that eyeshadow right from the highest point of your eyebrow down. And you can even extend it a little bit past where your eyebrow naturally grows. Just make sure you get the point of your eyebrow. You can fill in the front of it a little bit, blend it out. And you can see the difference between this one and this one already. This one looks a little bit more finished and rounded off, whereas this one just looks kind of wimpy. So anyway, I'm gonna set that in to make sure all the hairs stay in place. I'm setting it with just this clear brow gel. It's gonna go up, go straight down. You can also do this with just a spoolie brush and hairspray. Just a little trick, and that is how I set my eyebrows. So that was my spring look. I hope you guys liked it. On a side note, I did my nails. I don't know if you can see it that well. This camera's not that great. But basically, it's just like little sky nails where you have like the blue and little clouds, and this one has a little sun, and on this side I have a little moon and everything. So if you want to see how I did these, just tell me and then I'll make a tutorial, because I didn't actually make a tutorial when I did these nails. So if you want to see that, just comment below and I'll see if I'm gonna do that. Anyway, so that was my video, and I hope you liked it, and I hope it inspired you, like I said. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye, guys. So, okay, that was the look and everything. I hope you liked it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, anyway. That was the look.